Some of the benefits you can get from sex include lowering blood pressure, burning calories, increasing heart health, strengthening muscles, reducing your risk of heart disease, stroke, and hypertension, and increasing libido. People with active sex lives tend to exercise more frequently and have better dietary habits than those who are less sexually active. Physical fitness may also improve sexual performance overall. Sex can have physical and emotional benefits, including a reduced risk of heart disease and improved mental health. Sex and sexuality are a part of life. Aside from reproduction, sex can be about intimacy and pleasure. Sexual activity, including partner sex and masturbation, can offer many surprising benefits to all facets of your life. Physical, intellectual, emotional, psychological, social. Sexual health is more than avoiding diseases and unplanned pregnancies. It's also about recognizing that sex can be an important part of your life, according to the American Sexual Health Association. How can sex benefit your body? This study suggests that sex can be good cardiovascular exercise. Though sex isn't enough exercise on its own, it can be considered light exercise. Some of the benefits you can get from sex include lowering blood pressure, burning calories, increasing heart health, strengthening muscles, reducing your risk of heart disease, stroke, and hypertension, and increasing libido. People with active sex lives tend to exercise more frequently and have better dietary habits than those who are less sexually active. Physical fitness may also improve sexual performance overall. However, those who had sex more than 3 times a week had the same amount of IgA as those who had infrequent sex. The study suggests that anxiety and stress can possibly cancel out the positive effects of sex. Better sleep. Your body releases oxytocin, also called the love or intimacy hormone, and endorphins during an orgasm. The combination of these hormones can act as sedation. Better sleep can contribute to a stronger immune system, a longer lifespan, feeling more well-rested, and having more energy during the day. Another study shows that sexual activity can provide full or partial relief from migraines and cluster headaches. Of people who were sexually active during their attacks, 60% reported an improvement during a migraine. 70% reported moderate to complete relief during a migraine. 37% reported improvement of symptoms in cluster headaches, and 91% reported moderate to complete relief in cluster headaches. In people with male anatomy, a recent review found that people who had more frequent penis in vagina sex had less risk of developing prostate cancer. One study found that people who averaged having 4.6 to 7 ejaculations a week were 36% less likely to receive a prostate cancer diagnosis before the age of 70. This is in comparison to people who reported ejaculating 2.3 or fewer times a week on average. Sex may even affect mortality. One study that had a 10-year follow-up reported that people who had frequent orgasms, defined as 2 or more a week, had a 50% lower mortality risk than those who had sex less often. Although results are conflicting, the quality and health of your sperm may increase with increased sexual activity, as some research suggests. In people with female anatomy, having an orgasm increases blood flow and releases natural pain-relieving chemicals. Sexual activity can bring numerous benefits for people with female anatomy. It can improve bladder control and reduce incontinence. Engaging in sexual activities can also relieve menstrual and premenstrual cramps, improve fertility, and build stronger pelvic muscles. Additionally, it can help produce more vaginal lubrication and potentially protect against endometriosis, which is the growth of tissue outside the uterus. The act of sex can help strengthen your pelvic floor. A strengthened pelvic floor can also offer benefits like less pain during sex and a reduced chance of vaginal prolapse. One study shows that penis and vagina intercourse can result in reflexive vaginal contractions caused by penile thrusting. People who continue to be sexually active after menopause are less likely to have significant vaginal atrophy, which is the thinning of vaginal walls. Vaginal atrophy can cause pain during sex and urinary symptoms. Reducing distress from emotional conflict is important. At an older age, sexual activity may affect your well-being and ability to think. How can sex benefit your mental health? Sexual activity with a partner or through masturbation can provide important psychological and emotional benefits. Like exercise, sex can help reduce stress and anxiety and increase happiness. Studies suggest that sexual activity may correlate with increased satisfaction with your mental health, increased levels of trust, intimacy, and love in your relationships, improved ability to perceive, identify, and express emotions, and lessened use of your immature psychological defense mechanism, or the mental processes to reduce distress from emotional conflict. At an older age, sexual activity may affect your well-being and ability to think. Research found that sexually active adults between 50 to 90 years old had better memory. Confidence booster. Frequent sexual activity, whether with a partner or alone, can make you look younger. This is partially due to the release of estrogen during sex. One study found a correlation between frequent sexual activity and looking significantly younger, between 7 to 12 years younger. The majority of these individuals were also comfortable expressing their sexuality and sexual identity. Social benefits. Sex can help you connect to your partner thanks to oxytocin. Oxytocin can play a role in developing relationships. You may find that consistent, mutual sexual pleasure helps with bonding within a relationship. Coupled partners often have increased relationship satisfaction when they fulfill one another's sexual desires. You may find positive growth in your relationship when you're able to express yourself and your sexual desires. What are the benefits of masturbation? Masturbation can offer many of the same benefits as sex, but also has its own advantages, including understanding your own body, boosted self-esteem and body image, increased sexual satisfaction, and treatment for sexual dysfunction. Masturbation is considered entirely safe and with fewer health risks attached. When practiced alone, there is no risk of pregnancy or sexually transmitted infections, also known as STIs. According to Planned Parenthood, it increases mental well-being, not mental illness or instability like some myths suggest. Celibacy and abstinence. Sex isn't the only indicator of health or happiness. You can still lead an active and happy life without sex. The benefits of sex come from the feeling of pleasure, which studies show can also come from listening to music, interacting with pets, and having a strong religious faith. According to the National Health Service in the United Kingdom, a long-term study of nuns reported that many lived well into their 90s and past 100 years old. Subscribe: sexual health, birth control, STIs, HIV, HSV, activity, relationships. The health benefits of sex. Medically reviewed by Deborah Rose Wilson, PhD, MSN, RN, IBCLC, AHNBC, CHT. Written by Pamela Rogers, Mississippi, PhD. Updated on April 12, 2023. Health benefits, all sexes, mental health, masturbation, celibacy, takeaway. Sex can have physical and emotional benefits, including a reduced risk of heart disease and improved mental health. Sex and sexuality are a part of life. Aside from reproduction, sex can be about intimacy and pleasure. Sexual activity, including partner sex and masturbation, can offer many surprising benefits to all facets of your life. Physical, intellectual, emotional, psychological, social. Sexual health is more than avoiding diseases and unplanned pregnancies. It's also about recognizing that sex can be an important part of your life, according to the American Sexual Health Association.